Good morning, everyone. Sweeman here. We are back. We're playing some more Hide or Near, picking up where we left off, putting together a logic system for our new sorter that is kind of in disarray right now. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's garbage. It's all over the place. But we're gonna fix it, I hope. Necro, thank you so much for 52 months. Claim, enjoy your lurk. I think we're just going to get started and figure out what we're going to do with all this. Before I do that, I'm going to make sure. One second. How do I do this? Let's go over here.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
Hey, there is
You know what I am?
some
I'm a
sound.
dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it.
I was just going to do this.
I love it. You did the most important thing. You bought something.
Yeah, because I didn't notice it.
Yep, another month down the drain.
And I couldn't hear it. So I wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to hear it. And also 52 months. Yeah, you're on stream for that notification. I figured out what I was doing wrong with the ultimate zoop. That's cool. So you're all done now? You finished the whole thing? I hope. Crisis, how you doing? My arrow has to be the opposite direction. That is like meaningless to me because I have no idea what arrow you're speaking of in that context. But I'm glad you figured it out. All right, so we did figure out this before we wrapped up. Like just before we wrapped up, we figured out how to make this little. We figured out how to make the button act like a button. And this button has a 3-second delay. So we push the button. It's a 1 for 3 seconds, and then it goes back to 0, and then it stops. And our problem before was that it would just keep on repeating back and forth 1 0 1 0. But this little masterpiece right here, instead of the this one was the key, I think. Our initial setup, we had the diodes the wrong way, but it makes a ton more sense that it's this way. We got the both diodes pointing towards the output so that nothing can come back this way, but we should be able to send our first signal, which is a 1, and then the second signal goes through these 3 1-second delays, flips to a 0, and then goes through here too, and it can't go back to like form a loop. That was the key, on top of the fact that we were using the wrong thingy, the wrong flip-flop over here. But so now it actually does what we want. We just got to finish the actual logic. So we gotta first we got to test out and see if we can shut off the belt and turn on, because I don't think we can, right? What are we doing? Oh, okay, we're shutting down the last belt. So we might be able to get away with shutting down the belt at the same time that we turn on the smelter. I hope. Like, that would make this immensely easier to figure out if we can just shut down the belt. Because if we can't, then we're going to have to figure out some sort of delay. We're basically going to have to do like a couple more of these loops that are going to shut down the belt, wait a second, and then, or wait some amount of time, and then turn on the belt again. And then also separate loop shutting or turning on the smelter and then waiting X amount of seconds and then turning that back off on top of the 3 seconds that we have here. So ideally, I guess we could just try it. We already got the flip-flop here. So this should be going off whenever we send the first signal and then turning back on for the second 0 signal. Otherwise, it usually goes the opposite direction for some reason. Right? Like a 0 closes it. No, a 0 opens it. No. Ah, yeah, it does make sense. One turns it on and 0 turns it off, but we want 0 to turn it on and 1 to turn it off. Yeah. Okay, so it makes sense. I got it. First off, let's go ahead and clean up what we had. Hey, Moonlight, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Gonna clean up all this crap. Oh man, half of it like buried underground. Oh, I want to show one more thing here. What my later plan is, what my plan at the end of all this is. We want to... So, I mean, this actually isn't that bad as far as logic is concerned. It's, you know, bulky, but that's just the way of the cables in this game. But I started something. This little room right here. I didn't finish it, but this room spans the entirety of how long our whole smelting sorter system works. Like the entirety, the whole length of it is this length. This is one tile away from the wall over here by the ladder, by the stairs, all the way down to, this is like 1 or 2 tiles past the last smelter, or the last smelter setup thing. So I need to just chisel away that way, chisel this wall away for a little bit, and we'll have a nice little area where we can drop the cables down into, do all of our logic, and then, you know, pop the cables back out at the end, and it should be pretty cool. But didn't have time to finish that, so we're just gonna be doing all of our surface level logic today. Chilling before I pass out. Thunderstorms push my original stream start later and barely could do an hour as I'm falling asleep. Oh, that sucks. I'm pretty tired today too. Probably due to all the speed run practice. Most of the day drained my brain. What are you speed running? Sounds fun. So Katana Zero. I never played that game. I heard it was pretty cool. Any specific run you're doing, or it's like a general speed run? Whoops.
Huh?
Well, I guess we can stick this over here. Oh my god. There's no chance that we don't try to pick up something else again. Be very, very careful. Has been running last week. Current goal is learning and getting top 100 on every stage. Then convert that into a full game run. So just like a like category wise, just like a standard speed run. I don't know much about the game, so I don't know if there's like any fun categories or something like that. You know. All clean then. Let's go ahead and put this guy back. I do feel like, oh my god, it all got stuck. Why? Oh, because this is off. Wait, do we not need the flip-flop then, or? Okay, this is definitely wrong. Some way.
I wonder
How is this wrong? Like, what is going on with this? We got water spilling out the bottom. Don't feel like that should ever be a thing. Yeah, no, I don't think that should be a thing. Yeah, this is the wrong way. It makes sense why it wasn't turning on and off, because there we go. Hey, Arrow, how you doing? There. Think that's good. All right, this is the moment of truth. This either goes really well or everything breaks and falls through the ground again. Actually, it's not the moment of truth because we don't have anything coming through the belt anyway. So we can just test it. See how quickly this stops the belt. Which I can't really see. Inhaler, how you doing? Nah, probably not me. I gotta work on my own basement first. I guess we just turn it on and try it. I'm like scared to turn everything back on, but kind of the only way we're gonna do this. The only way we're going to be able to see if the belts actually stop in time. And what's in the basements? Who? I mean, currently I am. This is the basement. We get a steady stream of iron coming through. Yeah, it is pretty cool out here. Are you ready? Okay, I think we lost a couple. Honestly, might be okay with just that one, but kind of not. Probably lost more. Ooh, you know, that on the ground. I don't know where the hell that came from. Why would that be all the way over here, too? We got some other problems when shutting off the belt. So we're probably going to have to put a timer on the belt to turn off the belt first, then open up the smelter, and then turn on the belt, and then close the smelter. No, the smelter's got to go off first, and then the belt. That's what makes it more complicated. So we got to stop the belt first, and then turn the belt on later. So, how do we accomplish that? We got 3 seconds. 3 seconds built into this. So I think the first signal should go to the belt immediately, and then we have a small delay before we go to the smelter, but when we get to 0, then we'll still have a delay when we go to the smelter, so the belts will kick in before that. So I need like a whole extra loop just controlling this stuff. Possibly just controlling both of these individually, like two separate loops. That might be what we need. I don't know. We could probably do a 2-second delay. I know we need at least 2 seconds between turning on and off the smelter. That is the only thing that I've read that we definitely need. But then we need the belt to go off first and the smelter to come on like a second later, and then the belts to turn back on after the smelter is done. So yeah, I just don't know how to do like both of those. Add 2 seconds to the smelter cable, but if we add 2 seconds to the smelter cable, then the smelter will turn on 2 seconds later, but it'll also turn off 2 seconds later. So we need like separate logic for the on and the off. And I think we're probably going to need to go and pick up some of those 0 checkers. So we check for 0. But then I need it to like only do one side. That's what I don't know how to like do easily. Like we can do a 0 checker, but if I split it, it's still gonna do the other side of the 0 checker. Wait, actually that should be fine. Hold on, let's go get a 0 checker. Let's go get a couple 0 checkers. Yeah, because then we just add a specific delay to each side. So like the 0 checker on the smelter side gets the delay initially on the one side, on the not 0s. But then even when it is 0 though, it is still going to do the one side, right? So yeah, that's still not going to work, is it? I don't know. I think we need the 0 checkers anyway, so we're going to go get them. I'm just going to hit everything on the way there. Like, I didn't really touch this at all this weekend, but I did think about it a little bit. And that was the one thing that I could come up with, is that we need the not 0s. Logic validator hook. Only let a logic value pass if it's 1 or greater. So we're going to need at least a couple of these. I mean, just to get this for like first one working, we'll just grab 2. And if we need more, then so be it. Any of these other things? Compares A is bigger or equal to B. Well, I could do an equals alongside a keypad, or even just like a lever for the one side. Feels like it's going to take up like all the room, but might be what we need. So let's do like 2 of these and an extra one. We do have more levers, so I'm just gonna grab one more of those. Yeah, we got enough at home. This is just like to get it to work, and then we'll pick up whatever we need to do the rest of them. So then we need on each of our legs that are going into the smelter and the smelter and the belt, we'll need to check for 0, and we'll add a delay. And then we also need to check for 1, which is going to be our equals combined with the switch. Yeah, it should work. Feels like it's going to be really like a lot of extra shit. Pravesh, how you doing? Does feel like it's going to be more than I care to like smush into that area, but with our little underground cavern area, I think that's going to be fine. Like, it'll look kind of weird right now, but we rebuild it up down underneath, and it'll look pretty good. Probably, maybe, hopefully, kind of. Because we do have this little area started. Not done with it yet, but we have this area that is basically the entire length of our setup upstairs. So we can just run a cable down, do all of our logic, and then we run our cable back up. Probably twice, because we have two different things we want to control. So bulk is not really a huge priority to me. Like, I'd like to keep this nice and clean, but I'd also like it to work, so... Bad because of the heat. Uh-oh. How bad's the heat there? All right, so this is gonna have to go... It's like trying to clean it up a little bit. No, this like doesn't even do anything because like the wrong area. "44 degrees. I don't even know what exactly that is in freedom units, but that does not sound cool. Okie doke. So that is just a smaller version of what we just had. Let's go. And get rid of all that. Feel like we can maybe come in from a curve over here, maybe. I don't think we're gonna be able to squeeze everything in this like tiny area. Like I think we only need like a 1 second delay between like what each of them do. Right? Oh, it's pretty sick watching 9,750 foundations fling into place all at once. I bet. And we need this to cut off. Second, so we need this to delay. Oh God, it's gonna take up so much extra room. Because we also need like diodes to stop it from coming back the other way. Like basically, you probably want to hook this up on top, maybe. 111.2. Holy shit. That is this toasty. That is unsafely toasty, so please stay safe. Hey, Silly, how you doing? Where did I put that? Okay, zero checkers right here. This, get rid of that for a second. So we need, how do we do this? Oh my God. You're freezing over there? It's 9 degrees Celsius? mean, 9 degrees Celsius is not really that bad. That's like sweater weather. Was that like 45? 50-ish? $48.2. Yeah, that's pretty okay. There's no danger in 48.2 at least. 111 is some dangerous weather. I think half of my problems is that I'm like trying to think of how to squeeze it into this little area. You know? You know what? I'm gonna like set this up over here first. So we're gonna pretend like that's our input, and we have to go. So our zero check is gonna be we're gonna need to branch it first, and then I almost feel like we might have to just dig out that trench just to have the room to make this work. So we check for 0 here, and then we check for 1 on the other side. I don't think there's any other way to condense this. All right, so that that should be checking for 1 on this side. And then we check, so we have 2 different spouts coming out here. One of them is going to be on a 1, and one of them is going to be on a 0.
Cool. Cool.
Right? So this will only fire on a 1, and this will only fire on a 0. So on the 0, we want... Or on the 1... Actually, we don't even need that. On the 1, we're going to want an extra delay. Where are all my delays? What are you talking about? Everybody's talking on everywhere. You're concerned too much with my my chats. One second. And then the 0 is going to be no seconds. But we need both of these to come into a single point. Which I guess would just mean we need space here. All right, go get a heater. And we have a diode going each direction here. I think that should do it. Do we have another diode somewhere? No, not in here. Not in here. Of course, we don't have another one. But we need to squeeze this setup into both of our inputs over here. We need one of those setups here and one of those setups up here. So I'm saying I don't think we can do this without that underground tunnel. And we need to pick up a bunch more diodes. Oh, wait, no, I got a bunch of stuff right here. My bad. I found all of our stuff. Nope, not that way. This way. I guess we don't need a diode here. It's like, what, it's just gonna come back this way? It's gonna be a 0. How do you know this setup is working? I mean, it just makes sense that it would be. I guess I don't know. No. But it feels like it should. How do I test it? I guess we could do a thingy here. Take this guy. And a lever. And so on the first press, when we pull the lever, there should be a 1 second delay, and then it turns to a 1. It didn't feel like a 1 second delay, but oh, my bad. No, this is not 0. Not 0. So this is where 1 is going to happen. So we need this to be our 0. So this switch has to, you know what? I'm just going to put a yeah, it's probably going to work with a lever, right? So now we switch this. Takes a second and then becomes 0. Is that what we want? I don't know if that's what I want. Why are we getting it 0 when I pull the lever? Oh, because this is probably sending a... No, this is sending a 0. It's taking like 1 second, and then we're getting the 1. Which is not what we want, right? Because we want... The 1 should happen immediately, and the 0 should take a second. I'm going to need a keypad. I think that is going to be the thing. This is our bonus keypad, so we're going to grab this one. So then this should be at 0, so this will only happen if both signals are 0. We'll have a 1 second delay, and then the 0 will pass. Oh, wait. Okay, I got it. Which means we have to add even more space. We need to flip-flop this side because this is going to send a 1 when both of these sides are equal. Which means even more space. I mean, it's not like a super complex logic thing, but it just takes up so much space because you need like an extra space for each of these little thingies. So yeah, this one always has to get the flip-flop. Do we have more flip-flops in here? Yeah, we do. There we go. Right now, pull the lever. It should be an instantaneous 1. Yep, there's 1 right away. If I let go of the lever, it should wait a second and then give us a 1. Or a 0. Okay, never mind. I know the diode got messed up. My bad. I don't know why the diode was going that way. Did I do that? Okay, I'll do this again. So that's the 1 instantaneous. And then 1 second, we should get a 0. Yeah. Yeah, see, it works. 1 right away. And then it takes a second and we get the 0. 1 immediately. And we get the 0. All right. And then on this will be on the belt side. So this will be the logic for the belt. We want to turn the belt off, which is a 1. Instant, like right away. And then when we want to turn everything off, we want to wait a second to turn the belt off or turn the belt back on, whatever. So this should be it. And then on the smelter side, we need the opposite of this. So could we just flip this? Could we go into both with a flip-flop at the end? I think we can. Right? Like, just before we go into whatever we're going into, and we have this contraption here, and then just before the smelter, we just have a flip-flop. Right? Wait. But we don't want to flip everything completely. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Because we want the same signals. We just want them to happen at different times. Ugh. I mean, it's not really complicated to just make another one of these, like stacked right on top. To go into the other thing. As the smelter's on the bottom, so we'd actually probably want to flip this so that our delay actually happens here. So we got a delay on the 1 and then instantaneous 0. Okay, that is not what is happening. So what are we missing? Shouldn't that be what's missing? Not 0. We have 1 delay. So instant 0. Why is the 1 happening immediately? There's like 2 signals that are coming out. Why are we doing 2 signals coming out? So this is the not 0. And this should only fire if both signals are 0, which it'll only fire if the switch is going off. And then we get here. So we go off. Get an instant 0 with only 1 signal. But then why are we getting 2 signals when we turn it back on? The second signal is what we want. So not 0. Delay. Diode, and then go. It should be going this way, right? Like it should not. I guess we can test out if it's going that way. Did I get any more of those readers? I need more readers. Just for debugging purposes. Whoops. Yep. Don't mind me.
Those lights can be all sorts of colours, R, G, and B.
So I'm gonna need more keypads.
Huh?
I don't know why I'm not bringing my cart in here. Make things much easier. But who needs easy, right? And then the logic reader. Get a handful of these too, just so that we can test stuff. Let's turn off with a 0. That would also be a pretty good way to test. Yeah, let's buy one anyway. Who knows?
Huh? Huh?
Why am I going this way? Ugh. Like this won't test as much. Just because the problem right now that we're having is that we're getting those 2 signals out. So we're actually getting more information by the way we got it now, but I'll just throw it on there anyway. Now we throw some readers over here, maybe. We're getting instant zeros on both. Well, actually, this one is only reading. This is reading like everything passing through. So this should be instant every time, right? So the problem is down this line. So when we're not 0. But this shouldn't change if it's 0. Or I mean, if it's 1, right? This should never be 1. Like this gets sent 1 and this flip-flops it. And this should only go through this side if we have a 0. And then this 1 turns into a 0. Yeah, this side should never... Are we getting like... Diode isn't working or something? Should we go that way? Yeah, that's what should happen. Right? But it's the double signal that I'm getting on this side. So we get 1 signal. Oh no, we get 2 signals when I pull the lever. And then we only get 1 when I release the lever. So obviously the first signal is coming through this side, but why would it be coming through this side if we should only match a 0? I don't think there's a less than. Thing. I think it's greater than or equal to or just equals. Hey, Hat, how you doing? It's that double signal that's really pissing me off right now. And I think this one works just because this not 0 is not letting that 0 past. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to figure this thing out. And it's not going well, but otherwise I'm doing all right. So that's sending our 0 one at a time, which we already get, right? The 0 happens in ones already. So not 0. I just don't know why a signal is going through this direction when it's not 0. Like a 1 should just hit here and then nothing happens. Got to be a quirk in how these things work. Compares A and B logic values will output a logic value of 1 or 0. So I feel like every time one of these values changes, and then changes again in order to match the other side, it should send it. So anytime it's not matching, it shouldn't send anything. Right? Is that just not how that works? That's how I feel like it should work. 2 signals again. The second signal is our not 0 signal, which is correct because that one's being delayed. And then our first signal somehow is making its way through here. Even though it's a 1 and this is a 0. So this should never send. What am I missing? Boy. It's got to be like some stupid quirk of these guys that I'm not thinking about. Well, that's the only explanation. Somehow. You know, let me try to find that guide again that I was reading without all the pictures on it. Maybe it says something. The Ultimate Logic Guide. Logic elements. A very common mistake is that the compare gate will send a signal each time it receives something on an input. It doesn't. The compare gate will only output a 1 signal when both inputs are the same. Okay. Nothing more. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. We can talk about a bigger than gate. Very similar to compare gate. We'll output a 1 signal if A value is bigger than B. Hence the name. Yeah, it doesn't say anything else about... I remember this little quirk. That's why I wanted to look it up again, but... It will send a signal each time it receives something on an input. It doesn't... the compare gate will only output a 1 when both inputs are the same. But it's not doing that. It's outputting a 1 when we have a 0. I mean, when we have a 1. Yeah. Which is not the same. Let's do like a 2. And then that other side should never happen. We're still getting it like two signals going over that way. So it's still passing through. Even though this is a fucking 2. And this side's a 1. So what is going on here? Just throw a different one in here. Is there like some loop that I'm not seeing? So on our 0 works fine because this doesn't let it pass. So then it should only be going through this side. But if I set this to like whatever, something stupid, just in case like it's taking that first number and we're getting 2 signals still.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
For real? So that's not changing. So that means it's not passing through here. It's somehow going around it. Well, no, I guess this wouldn't change because this will never, like, we never hit this number. But then that says that it's not going this way. It's got to be going a different way. But how is it passing the not 0? So that should not have passed through here, right? But it also didn't get delayed, so I don't think it is. Where is our like signal coming from? Okay. So that is working as expected. On that side. Also working as expected, except for that second burst. Why? What is going on here? What are we not seeing? I think that compare is working fine. And this seems like it's... They should send a signal to here and then just not do anything because it's not equal, right? Like, I don't think the signal bounces back, does it? Even if it did, both signals would get delayed by the 1 second, and somehow it is not going all the way through. Like another diode on this side maybe or something? Don't know why. Nope. I don't know. I am stumped right now. I kind of feel like there should be a way that I can like just reuse this whole thing to flip the signal. But like we need the ones to happen together and the zeros to happen together, so we can't just flip it at the end. We basically have to flip this right here. Only let a logic value pass if it is 1 or greater. And then that's our timer. I don't know. I don't know. What am I missing? What am I missing, or what is this game not telling me? Oh, hello. Don't know how you guys got up here, but cool. We're running into the same problem with this one. So this is going to be a 0. Nope, that's still getting 2 signals. Why are we getting 2 signals? I understand that we're branching here, but this branch should never happen the first time. When it is a 0, this branch should just not do anything. All right, let's get rid of the flip-flop so we can see. Now we're getting a 1 over there because this isn't flipping. Okay, that was something. So we're getting a 0 first, and then a 1. Is this sending again? Somehow? What if I don't have anything on the B side? Does that just equal 0? What do you think about that? Okay, it's still doing the same thing, but I think that does just equal 0 over there. So we don't need anything on that side. But then why are we still not... Where is that second signal coming from? This would be a lot better if there was more going on here. Like if it was more than this, I'd understand we like have a lot more to debug, but this is like a very simple like little loop here. And it should just say if it's 1 or not 0, go this way. And if it's 0, go this way. That's all that this says. But for some reason, we are getting an extra splash on the 1 signal. Which is particularly not useful because the whole reason for this is to delay that 1 signal. So how could we have a second signal come in this way? Wait, that was it, wasn't it? So when we turned on, this fired a 0. That's what's happening. So this doesn't only fire a 1 when the values match. It's firing a 0 when the values don't match. Which is weird, because that's kind of like not what it says on its little tooltip. Compares will output a logic value of 1 or 0. Never mind, it says exactly that. So I guess anytime one of the values change, it'll fire a 1 if they match and a 0 if they don't. All right. Luckily, I don't think that's super hard to fix because this side we're looking for a 0. So no, that's the opposite of what we want. I was gonna say we just slap one of these babies on here and we should be all good. But how do we block a 0? Wait, that is. Oh, okay. I got it. Like that, right? So now there's our 1. We're getting 2 signals again. We're not getting any signals when we hit 0. I guess because this is a not 0. So we want to do it before we flip-flop then, right? Yeah. So we don't want to care about this thing's 0 signal that it sends. So only pass if it's not 0. All right. So now we get the 1 after a second. And then the 0 instantly. There we go. We got it. Oh, that took way longer than it should have. Your Muse, how you doing? So we get our 0 instantaneously. And we get a second delay before we get our 1. All right. So that was kind of my bad. I wish I would have known that it was throwing me 0s. Almost ready to hand in your thesis? Awesome. That is awesome. Factory's going good. We just spent like an hour debugging this tiny loop of code. This tiny loop. And I just didn't realize that this comparator throws a 0 when the values don't match. I expected it to only throw a 1 and then send a new 1 signal every time they match. I did not expect them to be all about throwing a 0. So yeah, and I don't think we need anything here. This is just going to be an empty spot to say it's 0. Whew. So then we can like throw this guy back on there just to visualize what we're doing. So turn it off, and off should be instantaneous. And then when we pull the lever, we should have a 1 second delay before it turns back on. So buttons do not 0, but the comparator does. Yeah. A lever 0s. The lever throws a 0 on the up position and a 1 on the down. But the button over here requires this whole loop just to make it act like a button. But whatever. I mean, I guess not this whole loop. Like if we only wanted to act like a button, we wouldn't need all these pauses in here. So we could trim this down to be basically 3x3. Still pretty big button. And then we just need this. Now, is there a way that I can have? No, there's no way. We just have to do 2 of these, which is really annoying. And I think this is as compact as we're getting it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this Because, well, actually, no, we got the same pipe on every single one of these, so we have one space to work with. I was thinking maybe we had 2 spaces on each, but nope. So yeah, we need to duplicate this on each for one for the smelter and then one for the pipe. We got this guy up here. Needs one of those little loops, and we got this down here which needs another one. So I think the only thing that we can do in order to make this work is to finish digging out our trench. So that's going to be some time consuming work. We started a little trench, a little computer room down here. I did off stream. It is the length that we need it. We basically needed to be this long. We just needed to be deeper and taller. And this should be a good spot to just drop down all of our cables. We could do all of our logic and then bring up the cables to like finish the job. So I guess let's go get digging. Hope everybody's ready for some digging, because it's a lot. We got a lot to do. So how almost ready are you to hand in your thesis? Like later today or almost ready, or like this week, or what's the estimate? We could start with this kind of open space that we have now. Hey, Nixes. Like, we don't have to dig out this whole thing. And then maybe that's something I can just do on off stream. And he's like finish up all the logic after I got, 1 or 2 working. Ugh. I got that stupid rake bug again. And that actually matters here because I have to reach like all the way to the roof. You probably just keep chiseling away here instead of using the rake. Might be faster just to dig deeper into the wall. Just have to be careful because the walls here and the ceiling are both like at their max. Well, they have one tile between the floor above and the stairs over here. Luckily, the ceiling is like a little bit too tall to reach with the pickaxe. Like normally. So I shouldn't have a problem breaking through the ceiling unless I'm on this little hill here. I don't know how deep I want to actually go with this. Like, we don't need to be super crazy with it. I think we got enough height that we can do most of our logic vertically. I mean, my plan was always to kind of do this and bury all the cables. I was just hoping that I could kind of set it up first. And then once I got it all like worked out, I could just rebuild it down here. But, you know, what are the odds that I'm going to rebuild it without fucking something up? So I guess building it down here first is probably just as well. At first, I thought I was maybe going to have to go really deep. Like, go lower than this. But I think this is plenty of space. This is why I do most of the digging off stream. Let's say we're going to like here. So I'll just like kind of chisel a straight line that way. This will be the depth that I'm aiming for right now. Because I think that would be good enough in order to put together what we got. Just got to figure out where exactly our first cable is going to come in. Kind of go from there. Might be good. Are we going like in here? All right, we'll just fill that in a little bit. We'll make this our wall. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think what we really need is, oh man. Whoops. We need 1 space for, or 1 tile per wire, I think. Like we could do everything vertically if we just have 1 tile per wire. So I think this should be fine. So we'll just stick with this. It's almost looking like it might be easier to go 1 deeper. So maybe we'll do that. I guess we're going 5. Ugh. Whatever. Make it look all pretty. Feel that might be good enough for now. Let's take this. And what do we got? We need to count how many spaces this way we are. I think I need my rake for this. I'm just going to dig down and hopefully break through in 1 tile. It's easier to count tiles with the rake. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically just like I'm in right here. I'm thinking that might be a good spot. Hopefully 6 is not like too far down that. Nope. Like right on the wall. Like right on the wall. There it is. Okay. So that'll be our input, and then basically just have we're gonna have to level out that ceiling a little bit more. We do all of our logic right there, and then we output 2 wires. I don't know, should we just go from here, or should I just line them all up? Just do 2 wires all the way across. Yeah, I think we'll keep going down. Or should we? Because like they all end up right here. That's fine. We'll do 1 to the corner and then 1 right here. Woo! And then where's the other one? The other one's like 1 closer to the input, right? Yeah. So the second one will be like right here. I can't reach. Boo. Apparently we had some stuff in the floor. I don't need the rake down here anymore. Or up here. Just want to fix this, and then I'll come in from the top. Seems like we get a better, nice looking hole from there, even though I'm gonna probably fill it in. No! Oh, that sucks. Is that in the right spot anyway? It is in the right spot. Yeah, fine, we'll leave it.
Huh?
That's okay. All right, so then we want to build our little button diode thing down below. I think we're gonna like load up one of these carts. Maybe more than one of these carts. The button stays up here. All of our timers. We can try to just do this as precisely as possible by... Well, I guess it wouldn't even be precise if we only did 2 seconds on the timer, because we need 2 seconds for the furnace, but then if we're adding 1 second to the to the delay on this side, then we're always going to have a little bit more. So it should be fine. So this is not the final position for our switch, but this is pretty much how they're all going to start. We're going to have the wire running this way. I could probably go down, but then I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. We'll figure out how we're going to hide like the wire going this way. Maybe we'll go through the top and then come out wherever we're actually going to have all of our stuff, which is over here. But for right now, this is a fine position. Yeah, we'll just leave it right there. Hey Vine, how you doing? Is that so? Where are we? We want some straights. Going up. So this is our loop. Hey, Lily. I guess we can do the T right here. And then this side. Are we gonna put our, yeah, we'll do the delays on this side. I'll just do 2. What's the scary music? The Jaws theme? That's Lily's entrance music. Or sound. We got any flip-flops in here? Sure do. And we'll go like that. And then I think we need another T, right? This will be our output. Oh my God. Jesus. With a diode right here. Wrong way. Nope. Come on, you can do it. Wish I could see the arrow. No, I can see the arrow there. Going the wrong way. There it is. First time I've seen this game. What's it about? It's about mining and automating mining. So we got all these drills here. Got a lot of these belts that carry all the dirt, and then they get turned into gold and iron and gems, and we sell them or craft things with them. That's the basic gist. And right now we're playing around with some logic to make one of our jobs cooler. Not necessarily easier, just cooler. Kind of want the colors to match up. I don't know if they can. I never really noticed that. Yeah, that matches, right? Yeah. Sure. Sure it does. We need one more diode here. Going that way. And that's our button loop. Turns the button into a button, as we need to do. And then we just need to connect this to two of our other loops that I have already forgotten how they go. So we're going to look them up. Yes, right. So we got the T and then the AB. Oh, we need two of these. So I'm going to need that AB for over there. And we're going to need those zeros. Smooths out the ceiling. After I get this first one working, I don't know if I want to do another one, or if I want to just work on gardening until I can like off stream dig all this out and put together the other logics, because it's all going to be the same. It's just going to be repeating the same thing over and over again. And I guess it'll just depend on how I feel about it. I don't think today's going to be a super late stream. I think we might wrap up a little bit early, but we are definitely going to try to finish some stuff before then. We good now? I think that should be good. Maybe I want to go get another cart and we'll load up on the ABs and not zeros. I think everything else we got in this cart. We should have an empty cart somewhere. I think I've also reconsidered automating harvesting, and I'm just gonna buy the vehicle, like the harvester vehicle, because that like automates the planting and harvesting, and it's got like a little spout for like spitting out the crops you collected. So I basically just got to drive it over all my crops, and then we just deposit that onto our input belt for our sorter. Yeah, let me just squeeze by here, guy. We do it. We need to go a lot deeper on the that underground layer because the other side of the input belt over there is our gems, and we're gonna need some logic for those too. So that is probably gonna need a lot more room. All right, got ABs. Need 2 of these for each. Hey, Mine Eternal, how you doing? Yeah, it's about automation and mining. In no particular order. We don't need any more of you. I think we just need the zeros. Is that the only other thing that we might need? I don't think we need any more timers. We got lots of those. Perfect. I suppose we could just kind of set these down. Thinking 40 should be way more than enough. I have no idea how many of these equals that I picked up, but I just remember that I'm gonna need 2 for each automation that I'm doing, so might as well grab some extras. That should do it. Especially since we don't know if we're going to be finishing all of them. It should be like all that I need. Whee! Oh no. Did not make the jump. Yeah, you go all the way over there. Actually, all of you guys get out of my way. Work days are no fun. Discord's all empty. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Look on the bright side. There's always here. Alrighty. So we got that. And then I guess we're gonna go straight up from there. I'm gonna find out I just don't have enough straights, because I feel like I'm using them pretty extensively. You want to come out in the same point, right? So this hole is like in the totally wrong spot. Hey Ash, how you doing? And like intertwine these a little bit, maybe? That sounds like it might be fun. Speak of the devil, I think we ran out of straight. I'm doing pretty good. We're just navigating logic again. I think I got everything figured out. We just gotta actually put it together now. We should be able to squeeze everything in here. Oh. Yeah, the logistics. We'd be in so much better shape if I didn't have to like redo everything underground. Just because I won't fit anywhere else. Why did I put them all here? I can't like get out this way. I need a throw button in this game. Is there a throw button? I'm gonna set my whole mountain on fire.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah. There's probably a mod for that. I feel like I saw a mod that's like a throw control or something. All right. Wait, hold on. We might actually have some things. How much do we have in here? Straight pipes. We do got a bunch. Okay. We don't have to leave yet. We just need to bring a third cart down there. One more all the way around the top. One high, and the line is done. Woo! GG's. Each time I click to put foundation, my fans kicked into high gear. Hopefully you don't run out of objects There's like a limit to how many things you can build. And I think 1.0 is kind of making that not a huge thing with foundations and stuff. But I think present day it might be. All right, so let's do this guy. So that is our output to, which one is that outputting to? That's going to go to the furnace, right? Yeah. That one goes to the furnace. Can even kind of actually hook it up. I guess smelter. Let me also rake this one spot so that it's like square and not in the wrong spot. Yeah. Just like that. See, now it's like pushing the dirt back down. It's so weird. Oh, that works sometimes. Surprised I got that one right in the middle. All right, we need a few more. Well, I guess I'll just build this first and then we'll hook up the other output. So we're trying to duplicate this over here now. So we got our input, and then our input goes into a T and then the equals gate on the A side. Yeah, we already had a T, huh? Oh no, there's our T. All right, then we need equals. Like that. Although I kind of want it on the A side, so like that. And then we just need straight pieces going all the way down. We actually need 3 straight pieces, so we might need to move this. So it's not like inside that. I'm gonna move this all over one. And we just have like one thing for, or one row for each set of logic. Yeah, we'll even face it this way. All good. And then that way this thing is not in the way. And both of these can just like basically be the same things. Wait. I just thought of something. This is the wrong end. Our output is down here. Let's go with a little loop-de-loop. That comes out that way. And is that what we want? Yeah, it should be fine, right? So this sends the 1 and the 0 down both sides here, and then this is where we have we have that, and then our AB. Actually, we just want to move this a little bit further over so it's right up against the wall. Because why not? Gives us a little bit of extra room here. Just in case we need a diode right there too. Which is kind of nice to just have that extra space. Now this one's going to be for the furnace, right? Yeah, this one's going to the furnace. So this is the one we're going to want a pause on we're going to turn it on immediately. So on a 1 signal, we got no delays. I guess we just build this going up too, because it's all the same. Do we need 3, or is the last one going to be a T? 1, 2, 3 straights. All right, 3 straights, and then we have the T connected to right here, which I think we want to get rid of that. Yeah, that should work. Oh, look at that. Fits. Perfect. And then this is going to be another curvy right there. Cool. And like I said, we want instant on this line. Just go look at our diagram one more time. Let's see where I got the diodes. Diodes I have at the very end. And then we're going to have a not zero on both sides, right? Because we don't care about the second zero that this spits out. We only care about it. No, we don't care about the one that this spits out, right? We only care about the zero. No, we don't care about the zero. We only care about the one. All right, I got it. So this line is going to be without the timer. It's going to be a not zero and then a diode at the end. That's going to be that line. So not zero. And diode going the other way. So if we come in here and we're not zero, so we're getting our one signal, and you go straight up and immediately turn on. Oh shit! No, we do want to delay here. Yeah. We want to delay the furnace until the belt is shut off. All right, so on one, we're gonna have a 1 second delay. On zero, we're not gonna have a delay. So then we want another not zero here. And then just the diode at the end. Oh, we got to flip it too. Flippy flip, flip. And then this should only happen. It'll send a 1 if both of these are 0, or if this side is 0. And this will see if it's a 0 or 1. And if it's a 0, we just ignore it. If it's a 1, which is confusing because this should be a 0 when this is a 1, then we'll flip it back into a 0, and we will send it off to turn off the smelter. I know that was not complicated at all. Glad you guys all got that. And then we're just going to basically build another one right here. And this one's going to be for the belt, so it's going to have the opposite logic. Where on the one signal, it's going to be immediate. And then on the 0 signal, it'll wait. So then it'll make sure that the furnace gets shut off first, right? The 0 signal has no delay. Yeah, so the furnace should shut off first, and then the belt will turn back on after the furnace is off. Hey, Josh, how you doing? I'm not doing too bad. Glad to hear you're doing well. I will be super happy once I finally get this put together, because it's been wrinkling my brain for a minute. And then the sad part is that after I finally get this working, then it's all the complicated. Not complicated. Opposite of complicated. It's all the boring work of digging out this whole area so I could put another like 5 of these up. So then that should go like that. And then one more curvy will connect to the pipe. Beautiful. Okay. So we know the diodes go on top. And I think, are we still going to need zeros on both? Not zeros? I think so, right? I think our initial setup was probably flawed, even though it looked like it was working. We basically just need to... Oh, wait. Are we going to need an extra length here? So instant, we want no delay on turning the belt off. Which is going to be this. But then on this side, we need to flip this, but we also need a delay. So we just need a little bit more room. No biggie. All right, I think that's it. Why did I put another one of these here? This should be just a curve. All right, so this is in from the button. We go one route is just instantaneous push on, send a 1. So we're sending 1 down here. And that's going to go to each of these legs here. And for the belts, on 1, we instantaneously turn off the belt. And for the furnace, we wait a second before we turn on the furnace. And on this leg, which gets a 2-second delay, we come over here and we flip it. So that should send a 0 in 2 seconds. And that will go down this leg, which waits 1 second before turning the belt back on and instantaneously turns the furnace back on. I think this is going to work. That might be a little bit too confident, but... It's not like crazy complicated logic. It's just kind of difficult to set up. And then we got that coming in here. We need to come up a couple more straight pieces. Up. Whoop. Up. And one curvy. And then that always needs to flip, so we have that at the very end. And we can take down our old loop. This was our old button loop. scared to turn it on, but I feel like it's gonna mostly work. I don't know how much crap is like stuffed underneath this furnace here, but try to clean it up as much as we can. Try to not take the pipe off. This is why we have to delay the belt. Because if the furnace is off, all the ore just kind of like falls through it. Or if he's like pushing out its ingot, all the ore just kind of falls through. So that's why we have to complicate things a little bit. I am just guessing that this is good. Let's give it a go. I could just toss these back in there. These have been their test ingots. So if nobody knows, or if anybody doesn't know what I'm trying to do here, basically each of these is for a different ore. We got iron here, we got gold here, we got cloudium here, we got core stone here, and we got power shards here. And they each have their own little saw, which we're all going to link up to the same keypad. And then we're going to route a button, which is going to be like this button. For each of these stations, we're going to route them all to be like right here. So we're going to have the keypad and then 5 buttons. And I'm just going to type in a number and push the button corresponding to the ore that I want. It's going to saw that ore, that ingot, into the size that I asked for and feed it to me. So I'm like gonna be able to do everything over here without really moving. That's the idea anyway. All right, am I ready? We got 5 set on there. So if I push this button, belt should stop first, then the ingot should come out, and then the furnace should turn back on. Or close up and open up. I guess it's open up because it closes when you output the ingot, and then the belt should turn back on. Let's go. Oh, I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know. Was that good? Did we lose anything? It looked really, really, really close. Like really close. Hey Rock, how you doing? Like so close. Too close. It looked too close. I almost feel like an extra second might be needed. Unless that was just perfect. I mean, I don't see anything on the floor, but I also don't know if there's anything like under. No, I guess we could just check. Just turn everything off. Let me just pull this guy. I don't know if that was from before though. I think we got to add another second. I'm not positive that happened just now, but I was not comfortable with how close it was. So we'll clean up first. I don't know if we have room for just another second because we need one more second before we activate the yeah, we should be able to do it. We need one more second before we activate the the furnace, and then we need 1 more second before we reactivate the belt. I think that would be fine. So now it's clean here. Let's go downstairs and see what it will take to add 1 more second. So 1 second. We basically need to come down 1 more here. This isn't going to be a problem anywhere else because the rest of these are all going to be set up above this ground. But it's a little bit annoying that we're going to have a little bit of clipping here. I will deal. All right, that should work. It's kind of better because now everything's like even instead of having this one thing that was jutting out. But this one, this is our belt turning back on, isn't it? So this is the one that we actually need an extra second on. I wonder if we can just move this over a scotch. Oh my god, which direction are you facing? There we go. So then we can just put 1 more delay on that last piece there. All right, extra delay there, and then extra delay right here for the furnace. Oh my god, did we run out of straight pieces again? Ugh. We need 2 more. God damn it. Great, so this should work. We got this go to the furnace on a 1, We got a 2-second delay, and then we go up. I hope this isn't going to be just like a linear thing where it's going to be the same offset. I think it should delay. I don't know. We'll just have to try it out. We need some more straight pieces, so let's go and grab those. Woo! A little bit much. Yeah, okay, it almost looks like we only have like 2 curve pieces too. Maybe even 1. But we might have more of those elsewhere. I feel like we have more of those in the other crate. And if we don't, then we'll just have to come back. You never have too much, right? I can't believe it's 5 o'clock already. I was all like, well, after I finish this one thing of logic, then we probably have to work on something else because I don't feel like digging out that whole chamber for the whole stream. But yeah, by the time we're finished, we're we're not even gonna have a ton of time to do anything else. I'm gonna go grab the harvester after we're done here. Like, luckily we don't really need all the ore and stuff, so having this like out of commission isn't the worst thing in the world. All right, we have 1 piece here. And oh my god.
Huh?
Yes, perfect. That's exactly where I wanted it. And 1 piece there. I almost feel like I want to just move this over, even though we don't need to, just to have everything even. Make it all look special. Perfect. Look at how beautiful that looks. Even thinking for all the rest of these, we could probably just come all the way down with this loop, even though we don't need to. Just to keep all of them nice and even. Wait, why is this in the middle? Oh, because I just removed that. Duh. There we go. I think this is going to work. Hopefully, we got 2 seconds here. We got 2 seconds here. No seconds and no seconds. I think that is all we need. Let's give it another go. We cleaned out underneath there, so we know there's nothing over there now. Turn everything on again. And then we just push the button. Oh yeah, now there was plenty of time that time. Oh yeah. That looked good. Yes. That was the end. That was it. That was the thing. We did it. I'm gonna stop it one more time just so I could verify that there's nothing that fell under here. Woo! Oh boy, that was a lot of work. just so I could spit this thing out at me. So once I got all these like hooked up and ready to go, the next goal is going to be to have a belt system over here, or just like have all these belts over to here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we don't even want to do that. Maybe I just, for now, I wonder if I just want to have a keypad at each terminal and just the button like right here. I wonder if I just want to do that for the time being. And so we got to walk to the actual station, but that's it. Until we got like all these hooked up, I think that might be the better way to go. So it's still kind of like a really quick request. And then we basically just have to do 2 blocks, 2 tiles behind this vertical belt, and 1 tile diagonal from that. And that's going to be our busting through the floors tiles. Oh, I'm so glad this worked. I am so glad. But we can't do all that right now because I don't think we have room for anything else. Like how many tiles next to us are we for the gold? From this one, we'll count from this one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need to move over 4 tiles, and that's where the next one is going to be. So that exit right there going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. This is where the second entrance is going to be. Of course, it's right in front of our door, so that's probably going to have to move. Yeah, it's working. It's only 3 hours later. It's, you know, no big deal. It took me a second to figure out. There was a lot of time spent on me not knowing how the comparator equals thing worked. Even though if I would have just picked it up, I would have seen will output a logic value of 1 or 0. My dumb head was thinking it's going to output a 1 when it's the same, and that's the only thing it's going to output. But nope. When it becomes not the same, it outputs a 0. I was not expecting that, and it took me way too long. It took me like an hour to debug that. It's way longer than it should have. So let's go test out the harvester now. And basically, I'm gonna dig out that whole chamber off stream. And I don't know if I'm gonna set up the logic off stream too, because it's just gonna be the same logic. So we'll just see how much time I got, I guess. I also wouldn't mind throwing together like a YouTube video on setting this up. I feel like that could be useful, right? I haven't done a YouTube video in a while. And like, this looks clean. I think that's what I like the most about it, is it doesn't look crazy complicated. It looks mostly clean. It's just there's no way we would have been able to set it up above ground. Not in the constraints that we had. This is definitely a good thing I thought about digging this chamber today. I dug most of this yesterday, and I was planning on digging out the rest of it today, but I went and saw a friend who's moving to Vegas like tomorrow. Like, she's leaving on a week-long road trip to Vegas tomorrow, and the Cubs game got rain delayed for like 2 hours, so that was our main reason for going out, and it was just a thing. It was a later night than I thought it was going to be, but I had some beers. They were delicious. A local brewery too. I'm just going to clean up a little bit, and then I want to take a look at the harvester and maybe some of the other crops. I don't know. Do we have enough coins to get any of the other crops? I'm not going to do this all day. Let's go. I'll clean all this up off stream. We got everything on the truck, so I'll just buy the harvester and see if we can maybe buy those two. I think we need broccoli and beet, right? For the castle quest. Oh, I can do that, the other castle quest too. Shit, I forgot about that. Like, we got Corestone now, so we can make that sword or whatever the heck they wanted. So we'll do that too. Let's move these off to the side here. We got 1,000 coins. Oh, wait, the harvester needs tokens, right? Yeah, 2,600 tokens. Boo. Let me go see if we can get the seeds anyway.
I'll take fish.
I feel like they're like $300 a bag, or 300 tokens a bag, which is ridiculous, but spend your tokens here. These are all like bonus seeds. I don't think we're actually going to need. What's the sprinkler cost? 2,100 for a sprinkler. Oof. We're gonna need 2 more of these if we're doing different stuff. So we got beetroot is 430 and broccoli is 380. So we can do 1 of each to start with. And I don't even think we're gonna bother putting these in our sorting system. We're just gonna make seeds out of them. Just gonna painstakingly try to grow them and make more seeds over and over again until we have enough to make the soup. Why am I carrying these all the way the hell over there? Hey, how many tokens do I have left? Do I have enough for a basket? The baskets only hold one kind of thing, though, right? Oh shit, it's 28? Yeah, we have enough for a basket. All right, I'll get a couple baskets. I'm gonna drive my car over there because why the hell am I running back and forth?
Swims in the seas.
Does it tell me? Exclusively stores vegetables and seed bags. Doesn't tell me that it exclusively stores one type of vegetable or seed bag, so I'll just grab 2. Plant pot, watering can. So then we got onions and corn that we gotta eventually get. We bought the super expensive ones first. But if we could finish the castle quest, I think we get a decent amount of coins for that, so. Maybe this basket will make it easier to collect all of our crops and then dump it on our assembly belt or our sorting belt. I think they fixed the fun issue that you might have had before. Like the most recent update. Before, if you use the magnet again over like a bucket or something like that that had a bunch of stuff in it, the magnet would like just pick out all the stuff from the bucket again. So they changed it so it doesn't do that anymore. That makes it a lot easier to like put stuff back in, like fill up a bucket. So that's all good. All right. Dump all that right there. Really, guys? This was a whole crop. Let's see what we got. We got, was that like 7? Maybe 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 8 carrots, so we were 2 shy on the carrots. And we got 13 tomatoes, so we're 2 shy on the tomatoes too. Not bad. For turning 25% into seeds, that's pretty good. And since carrots and tomatoes are super cheap, I don't really care. So then we'll just do 2 of those, and then we'll plant our new seeds. So when we add these to our sorting list here, we're gonna get rid of that second splitter, which will make sure that it converts 50% into seeds instead of 25. Because I believe 50% is like overkill. Like we'll get more seeds than than crops that we use. So I'd rather keep building up. But for right now, we're just gonna turn everything into seeds, I think. Anything stuck? No stuck carrots? Wow. That's pretty good. All right, what is the order for? We need a 2-weight tomato. This will just do quests. 300 beetroot and 300 broccoli, so it's gonna be a bit, but we get 4,600 coins for it. So let's get our 2 tomato. Okay, and I think we can put the old straight belt back on here. Oh, that is left. As we fix the problem, we shouldn't have any issues just dumping the excess back over here, because I guess we're going to test it, but this shouldn't ever turn any slices into tomatoes. So let's see if that works that way. We need a 2. I'm just going to grab these, flop, and cross our fingers. I guess we could catch it if it's going to go towards... Oh. Okay. I didn't realize that I was going to need the other vegetables up here. I guess that makes sense. Why the hell wouldn't I? I probably tested it and it went like a different direction. God damn it. Should have picked up the 2 first. Oh, gimme. So this is 1, which we're gonna put right here. And then we're gonna go 2. And it's coming down the right side. Perfect. Where's my cart o' bowls? Any day now. It's 2 tomatoes in here. Oh, you know what? What if I move the stove to be like right underneath this? Though that is not coming out the right spot. I can put it right here though, and then add one more pipe, a curved pipe, and that should be right under, right over the stove. I don't know how this is going to affect cooking. Is it cooling it down? Yeah, it looks like it is. All right, never mind. Worth a shot. All right, we got our single bowl of soup. Let's go make all the swords and everything else that we need. We got a lot of... I guess we need to have all this set up before I can do that. Unless I just want to do them manually. Who wants to do that? All right. Never mind. Do we have any more green quests that I need to pick up? No. Lame. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this all manually. We're gonna get some switches. One of these will be fine. And I'm just gonna kind of set this up so I can manually grab some stuff if I need it. And we're just going to shut down the whole system before I do. There's another switch. Oh, these are all buttons. I don't want a button. I don't want to bother with the button right now. Do we just not have any more switches? There's one. Oh, you know what? We're not going to need to cut these really much at all. So we'll just put it on all the stuff that matters. And then we have extra keypads. So we'll just hook those up. Again, I'm not really going to need that one yet. Since this is like a temporary setup, I'm not going to bother hooking up the ones that I don't care about. But we definitely need the core stone. I want to just finish that castle quest. So we can get the next one at least. If there is a next one. I don't know how many quests there are out there. And this might be just how I have it set up temporarily too, once I get all the logic figured out. Until I want to like route all the cables to my like main crafting area. The only problem with that is that I have to also route these outputs to the same place. Which I guess wouldn't be super complicated. No, it wouldn't be complicated at all. You just like run one belt. Why are you doing this? Can you go to the one place that I want you to go? Oh, you know what it was probably trying to hook onto the other side, like through the saw onto the connection point. I bet you that's what it was trying to do. Did we run out of the curves again? Oh, there's one. Still need 3 more. Nope. Never mind. I need 2. I need 1 more. Gotta have one over here, right? Yep. All right, there we go. So this should be all we need for a like nice temporary setup. We can make all these quests over here. We need 3 onyx. Got it. I have another setup over here. Oh, I took the saw or the screen away. I have another screen somewhere? Yes, I do. Come on. 3. Where the hell did I just put that onyx now? Oh, there it is. All right, 1 quest done. Whopping 3 weight onyx. Check. Might as well refuel while I'm here. We'll also take the 2 tomato soup. Toss this guy back over there. Do different crops take different amount of time to grow? I'm guessing like the broccoli and beetroot probably take a little bit. Tomatoes are already done. All right, check on this one. Three weight iron ore. Oh man. God damn it. Well, I guess we got a lot of iron ore down here. You know what? Don't even care to cut it. You get an extra £1.50. Nah, screw that. We already got 3 entered in over here. $1.4. What? Oh, that was the wrong side. My bad. This one. There's 3. Oh man. Gotta lock everything down here. Three weight iron. 3.5 weight of gold. Where's my hammer? Before I destroy everything once again. At least lock down the belts before I try to grab from them. Oh, is it iron? I thought it was gold. That's gold. Or do you mean the iron one was supposed to be 3.5 too? Oh, the iron one was supposed to be 3.5. Oh, boy. You're right. Well, we can just pick up another one from the ground. That one looks 3.5-ish. Nope, not quite. That one looks chonky. $4.46, sure. You can have it. And let's go grab a gold ore. $4.26. All good. All right, we need a axes, 20 Claudium. Which would be this one, right? Right? Yeah. Well, I guess that just kind of ejects the bar, so that's fine. And then the 20 should happen. And this was an axe. 20 in the first slot. And 281 of gold. $281.5. $21.5 gold. Beautiful. Let's get hot. Nice looking axe. Figured I'd try it out. Where did my truck go? There it is. We need 100, 93, and 94. And this one, we don't have to turn everything off because we got it working perfectly. Oh, that's so nice. Is this 100? Doesn't look like 100. Oh, did I forget to hit the button? Got to hit send. There's our 100. What else we got? 100 iron, 93 iron. And this is for a sword. This is very convenient, though. I am going to be super happy once all of them work like this. We might have actually lost a couple pieces. Not super happy about, but might still need some tweaking. Gotta make sure that we don't mix these guys up. And then we need 94 gold. I don't know if I waited 2 seconds. I put you on that side. Put you in the middle. And the gold doesn't really matter. Showed up at work and it's pouring outside, so watching you. All right. Is it an outside work day? You know, I don't even know. Is it usually an outside work day? Like, do you do most of your work outside? 1, 2, 3. And we got 100, 93, 94. Yeah. Man, why do I keep running that way? Look at the limit and got 2 answers. What were the 2 answers you got? I know it's like, it's a little bit more complicated than just like a hard limit because it depends on what you're building. 88. Either 2.2 million or 8.2 million. Oh, those are 2 very different numbers. Oh, these are all iron. So 88, 77. I guess let's just do one at a time. 88 first. What happened there? Why isn't this ejecting? What just happened? This was all working. Like just a moment ago. Belt stops. And then you do something, right? What would stop it from working? Yeah, 75% of my job is outside now. Living it for the last 19 years. I've worked in the caves. Ooh. Most of the machinery here is outside. What would stop this from... It's like not getting its signal at all or something. Why would this be? All right, it's got a 0 right now. I push the button. It's got a 1. Oh, now it works. Just fucking with me now. Another sword. Okay, so we got 88 first. So we'll try to line these up in here again. And then 77. Is this a quantum physics thing? It only works if you're observing it? Although I do see a 1 over there, and that's not exactly what I think it's supposed to say. And then 95. Might be some more debugging I need to do with this thing. 'Cause yeah, why does it say 1 right now? Wouldn't 1 mean it's still open? I mean, it's not. Okay, that worked. Yeah, it definitely feels like he's trolling me. And 95 goes on the edge here. And then we just got the big boy, and that should do it. $88, 77.5, 95. All right, so we need 5,000 iron. Whoops.
Huh?
God damn it. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna measure it just to make sure. 5,000. Okay. And then we need 1,000 gold. And 400, was it 400? 400 core stone. Beautiful. Delivery time. Just hit everything on our way out. No biggie. Nobody at Grangefield. Basically, everybody's at Bridgeport. What was the one, all the way at the end of Bridgeport is our soup. That's like a tiny soup anyway. We'll just start back here. This is a pretty good cluster. Pretty sure this is our soup guy.
I need something specific. That's a Rick Bradley broth, that is.
Huh?
You'd think that the bowl would hold the coins, but no. Did I leave my coins in the... Yeah, I guess I did. What do you need?
Get this for me.
Onyx? Sure can.
Thanks. I'm well chuffed.
And what's your deal?
I don't suppose you can grab
Gold?
this? Thank you.
Welcome. Two more right here. You need
You to make me something.
the all iron 8877 sword.
Thank you.
You reckon you could get this for me?
You got the iron gold sword, and then
I don't suppose you can grab me this?
just the iron.
Thank you.
I got the goods if you got the cash.
I need something specific. Thanks, I'm well chuffed.
So we got an axe. It's like that little castle in the corner. And then we have 2 new quests. 3 new quests in over that way by Bastion's Keep. So the axe is gonna go to the guy in the corner if he's there. I mean, it said he was there, right? So he's got to be there. Oh, not this guy. New guy. Over here. Got him.
I don't suppose you can grab me this. Thanks. I'm well chuffed.
Woo! 10,000 prospect guild tokens. And we can go to the castle. Yeah, at this point we could probably just finish all of the quests for the castle, since there are no new materials. Yeah, they like to say well chuffed. Whoops. Obviously that filter's broken, so everything's dead here. Let's just try to not drive like a drunk. What do you need?
Sure, I'm hungry.
Oh, onion. Finally got our first onion quest.
I'll trade you for some guild tokens. Nay, that's not
What?
right.
400, 1,000. Oh no, did I put the core? I put the core stone on the end. No. The core stone was supposed to be first. I basically just made this backwards.
Get this for me.
Ugh.
I'd like
Yeah.
to give me something.
Yeah, I can get it for you. Just
Mind me. I'm just
annoyed.
Why sell a lot for little when you can sell a little for a lot?
You know, digging deeper will get you the best resources.
Ugh, that was annoying. Mostly just because I wanted to see what the next quest was. So now I gotta go all the way back. Make another one. I mean, I get it, because technically that would make... I guess the core stone is supposed to be the handle. So, with an iron blade. And I gave him an iron handle with a core stone blade. So it's all wrong. It's totally not the right object. I get it. Just annoyed with myself more than anything. Hello? What are you stuck on, buddy? I was just looking at the thing wrong, I think. So 400 core stone. I think it was the order in which I got everything too. We need another 5,000 iron, right? Controlling me again? So, and the 5,000 iron goes on the end. Yeah, see, because I got the iron first. That's why I put it in the front. And then these guys are already set. I did have the gold in the middle, so that was positive. Try this again. All right, core stone first, gold in the middle, iron on the end. Yeah, see, that looks like a completely different sword. So the first one is the handle. Second one is the sheath. And then the blade is the third one. So my bad, guy. I made it. Oh, the hilt. The hilt. That's what it's called. I don't know why I said sheath. Whee. I don't know why I keep trying to take my truck up here. It's not really a conducive to trucks road. All right, sir. I got the right sword this time. You know, maybe next time, instead of throwing it on the ground, you just hand it back to me.
Get this for me.
That'd be nice too.
Thanks. I'm well chuffed.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I'll take fish, veggies.
Can't argue with 18,000 tokens when, like, right now I have 4,000. Haven't spent a ton of tokens. The amount that you get from these quests are pretty great.
Give me this, and I'll give you my tokens.
Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. They do force you to do farming. I thought... I was convinced that they had two staircases because you could go up either one. But no. I thought if I gave this guy his thing, I'd be fine. No, I gotta give this guy his thing too. Oh, that's annoying. I was like commending the game the whole time on like they don't force you to farm. Like you just, you know, kind of do it if you want. And you can go down either route. I had no idea. All right, well, I guess we can't finish all the quests then. Hey, that's why. I suppose I understand that. Why you have to do both. Because if we didn't, we could just finish all of the quests right now. Get to the top of the castle. Now we're going to have to improve our farming quite substantially. See how many broccoli and the weight of them we got, and beetroot. Gotta save up 300. You know what? I'm kind of curious. If I do one, and then I say I take carrots, and then I put this tiny little piece of carrot, we get one seed. We get a seed even for like 1 pound of this. Now, if I take like a carrot. Yeah, these things aren't even done growing yet. If I take a carrot and stick it in here. First we'll check the weight. Guess that's important. I guess the weight is only 1.85, so not a ton different. We got 2 out of that. I suppose it's not worth it to try to cut them up and go at it that way. Trying to like come up with the way to get the most out of my beets and broccoli. Doesn't seem like it. And these seem like they're still working hard. Ugh. All right, yeah. Tomorrow I think we're gonna have to do an overhaul on farming. Excuse me. I'm gonna raise this up so it's not like coming down here. I'm gonna raise it up as high as I can, I guess, and maybe make a bigger area, I suppose. Just like do something so that I can plant more. And we'll see about doing enough quests to unlock the harvester. There's always like one straggler carrot that doesn't want to grow. Oh boy. How much longer you guys got? Go if I can like magnifying glass these things to tell. Anything else get stuck? Seemed to be a very troublesome batch. Carrots were all over the place. Did I just not replant that one? This was one way to find out. I scythe it and it gives me a seed. Nope. I guess I just didn't replant that one. Weird. But now this time we got a bunch of extras. Not really. We like broke even just about. Still not done, huh? I was hoping I'd at least get these 2 harvested before I wrapped up, but they're taking their sweet ass time. I think we discovered that sleeping does not actually progress time. Maybe I'll try it anyway. Take a nap right next to all the fire. As one does. No dice. Oh well. I think we're just gonna wrap it up here anyway. And in the off stream tomorrow or today, depends on what you want to define it as, I am going to do some cleanup here and try and dig out that area so that we can do the rest of the automation there. Hopefully I have time to do that. I'm not positive I will, but I'll try. And if these grow off stream, I'll also probably just like make them seeds and replant them so that we can try and get more, since it seems like they take quite a long time to grow. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll be back tomorrow at 2 a.m. and I think we're still playing this for a while. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everybody.